How the Parkland shooting survivors are trying to force Trump's hand. Mere hours after the mass shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, last week, students were already using the media as a megaphone. Survivors recounted their harrowing experiences, hiding in closets, running away from gunshots, and openly begged lawmakers to do something. "We are children. You guys are the adults," Senior Dustin Hogg said to CNN, looking directly into the camera. "Work together, come over your politics, and get something done." Others were more blunt. "I don't want your condolences, you fucking piece of shit. Do something instead of sending prayers," one student tweeted at Donald Trump, as message that was retweeted more than 130,000 times before it was deleted. 5 Stoneman students will lead a nationwide March for Our Lives demonstration against gun violence, and on Monday, around 75 of their Washington-based peers organized a lie-in in front of the White House. It's not uncommon for activists to organize in the wake of a mass shooting. But unlike previous iterations, this wave of protests is spearheaded by members of a generation used to airing its grievances on social media, using platforms like Facebook and Twitter to amplify their voices and unabashed about sharing their personal experiences online. The result has been somewhat remarkable, as statistician Nate Silver noted. Almost a week after the Parkland shooting, the news cycle has yet to resume its regular rotation. So far, Parkland is not fading from the news the way that mass shootings usually do, Silver said, pointing to a Google search graph charting users searching for the term gun control. Students speaking out makes a pretty big difference. Their overtures have taken many forms. On Saturday, Senior Emma Gonzalez spoke at a rally in Fort Lauderdale and berated politicians for their failure to act. "The people in the government who are voted into power are lying to us," she said. "And us kids seem to be the only ones who notice and are prepared to call BS." 11th grader Cameron Koski told ABC News' Martha Raddatz on Sunday that the students are begging for our lives. "This isn't a post-T about that GOP," Koski added. "This isn't a post-T about the Democrats. This is about the adults. We feel neglected, and at this point, you and a post-re either with us or against us." Others have remained active on Twitter, building on the national audience they gained as 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz carried out his killing spree. Thanks to their outpourings, Parkland remains at the forefront of the public consciousness, but it has also tamped down on the backlash that typically follows such tragedies. The likes of Marco Rubio still insist that gun control legislation is beside the point, other far-right operatives have met with more resistance to their conspiracy mongering, redirecting their fire to the FBI for mishandling a tip about the gunman after turning on Alex Jones for suggesting that Democrats were behind the Parkland shooting. It is impossible, perhaps, to ignore how quickly surviving students worked to set the record straight and demand action as a result. The fact that they have seized control of the narrative around their own tragedy, refusing to let it fade out or be hijacked, is an encouraging sign, and one that has few parallels so far in history. On some level, the White House may have gotten the message. On Monday morning, Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders released a statement saying that Trump is supportive of a bipartisan bill introduced in November by Senators John Cornyn and Chris Murphy to improve federal background checks. This push may well stall out in the same way as the effort to ban bump stocks, but if it does, it seems like a safe bet that Parkland survivors will be there to push back. Follow to get the latest news and analysis about the players in your inbox.